Can you please tell us a bit about yourself?
My name is Stephanie Lytle, and I am the Program Director for the Autism Support Program here at West Virginia University. Prior to this, I was an autism teacher in the K-12 system in West Virginia. I was born and raised in West Virginia. I'm a West Virginia University alumni, so I bleed blue and gold. And this is our first year of the Autism Support Program here at WVU, and we are so excited for what the future holds.
What are some of the goals of the Autism Support Program at WVU?
So our program focuses on 5 main components: academics, executive functioning, social connections, independent living, and transition skills. Our goal is to empower autistic students here at West Virginia University to reach their full potential and reach their goals.
How many students does the WVU ASP currently support?
So right now we are currently servicing 14 students at the end of the spring semester 2024. We already have 18 students signed up for our fall 2024 semester.
Can you please provide some more details about academic supports?
So for academics, I do one-on-one weekly check-in meetings with each student. During this time, we talk about how their classes are going, if there's any additional supports that they need, if they have any questions about any assignments or upcoming coursework that may be due. We talk about the best and worst parts of their week and how we can just best support them. We also do a monthly workshop that focuses specifically on academic skills. This could be how to read a syllabus and utilize a syllabus, or how to best study based on the individual's needs. We also will facilitate meetings between faculty and students as needed. A lot of our students like to use our staff to facilitate meetings with faculty regarding accommodations or questions on assignments, things like that.
How about services to support executive functioning skills?
For executive functioning skills, we do biweekly goal sessions with students. So what this looks like is students will create goals in each of our 5 areas. That's something that they want to work or improve upon. With them, we create action plans. And on those action plans might be individualized interventions or supports that are needed. We'll create those for those students. And then we just do a step-by-step how to help them reach their goals. Some students will work on a goal for a whole semester. Others, it might span a couple years. Some might, reach that goal in a couple weeks. So it's very individualized, and we want the students to really reflect and focus on what they would like to work on during their collegiate journey. We also do a monthly executive functioning skills workshop. We can focus on time management and different strategies to use with different executive functioning skills like self-regulation, coping skills, things like that. We also provide our students with weekly assignment trackers. So at the beginning of the semester, we take their syllabi and we prioritize and plan on a weekly basis what's due. Our goal is that we work with students to create these assignment trackers, so eventually this is something that they implement in their weekly routine. But to kind of take that overwhelming stress of making sure that we're getting assignments done and not missing anything, we just kind of help them do that. Students also have access to our ASP lounge and our sensory room space. So our sensory room has a bunch of different sensory input and output options. We have a swing, balance board, floor sofa, weighted pillows, weighted blankets, swivel chairs. We have a bubble tube, all different kinds of sensory items that students might need to help them re-regulate themselves or decompress as needed here on campus. We also have our lounge space, which is full of different sensory items as well, but also a space that is very neurodiversity affirming. We have low lighting, low noise, and students can come in at any time throughout the day, work on homework, eat their lunch, meet with their peer mentor. It's really a space just for them to use as they need to.
And how do you help support building positive social connections?
For social connections, we pair each student with a one-to-one peer mentor that is an undergrad or graduate student here at West Virginia University. They meet with their peer mentor once a week for 1 hour, however they would like. We have some students that will go out to dinner on a weekly basis with their peer mentor. Others choose to go bowling. Some come and meet in our lounge and play a board game or work on homework together. And then we also do peer group once a week as well, where students in our program and all of our peer mentors come in and they just organically socialize. We just want to kind of facilitate that safe space for them to make connections organically. And so we provide them with snacks and games, and it's just a kind of a place to chill and hang out and make some new connections. We do a monthly social event as well. So that varies each month. We try to hit on a lot of different student interests. So we've gone to a football game. We've gone to the Wow Factory, which is a local paint and pottery studio. We've done a trampoline park, a basketball game, and so many other things. So we do that once a month for our students and our peer mentors, just a way to kind of get out of the normal day-to-day university setting and experience something unique about our area or our university.
And how about helping students develop their independent living skills?
And then for independent living, we also do a monthly workshop around independent living skills. This is everywhere from meal planning to grocery shopping, budgeting, daily hygiene and cleanliness. We also train all RAs and RLSs that work within the residence halls that might service some of our students and support them. Just to make that connection and also know that we're an additional support here if they're noticing that students may be self-isolating or they're having trouble with the daily hygiene or cleanliness within their dorm room. We do a monthly check-in with our RLSs and RAs as well, just to make sure that they have everything they need to support our students within the dorm and vice versa. We are getting ready to launch a live and learn community here at West Virginia University for our incoming freshmen or transfer students. So we're very excited about that. We'll have access to laundry and a bigger space to learn how to cook specific foods. We'll have access to a kitchenette. So we're very excited about our new LLC that is launching.
And you also support students in successfully transitioning from high school to college, right?
And then for transition services, this is one of our newer categories that we're focusing on to help service students. So we are doing a summer transition session for incoming freshmen or transfer students that are within our program. During the summer transition session, students will get to move in early, and then they will do a one-to-one schedule tour with one of our peer mentors. They'll walk their schedule, and what we do ahead of time is we kind of plan out what's the best way for transportation, where's the best place to eat during the day if you're stuck on campus and not back at your dorm. During that time, there's like a Q&A session where the peer mentor and the student kind of get to learn more about the university and also kind of those hidden things that might not be well known, but that our students that have been here kind of know the ins and outs of. Like there's an elevator in Brook Hall that can take you up so that you can walk out at Woodburn instead of walking the life science stairs, different little tidbits like that. And then we also go over Welcome Week and syllabi. So Welcome Week here at West Virginia University is jam-packed full of amazing and fun activities, but it can be very overwhelming, especially for our incoming freshmen who have never attended a university before. And so we go through those options and I help them plan out what their first couple of days are going to look like, how to get to these places, and where they can go if they're starting to feel anxious, overwhelmed, or just need a space to regulate themselves. We have these places located on campus, or we can create those spaces so that they have a place they can go if they're feeling overwhelmed or experiencing any type of sensory overload. So we do that for transition to college. With syllabi, we talk about what a syllabus is, how to best read a syllabus, and what that's going to look like when they go to those first day of classes, and what to expect as well.
And you also help students transition out of college into their careers, right?
And then our transition to careers, our newest part. So we are going to be partnering with career services to help students create resumes, build a network, attend job fairs, and also bringing in employers that can kind of attest stability in the workplace and what that looks like and how there's so many opportunities. So we're very excited for that newest part of it.
How much does the WVU Autism Support Program cost?
So our program is a fee-for-service program. We are $5,000 a semester. However, we have a great partnership with the Department of Rehabilitation Services here in West Virginia. Many of my students are clientele of them, and they've been able to help provide funding so that this program is at no cost to them. We recently also became a vendor within Pennsylvania, so PA OVR can also help provide funding for students that this is in their vocational rehab plan. So we're very excited about that. We also provide different opportunities if you need a payment plan things like that. We are definitely able to accommodate that. We want to help and service as many students as possible, and we don't want to let the cost get in the way of that.
What about housing options for WVU ASP students?
For housing, so I am under the Office of Accessibility Services, but I'm a separate support program. So students will have to register with the Office of Accessibility Services if they need housing accommodations, academic accommodations, anything like that. If students would like to live in our Live and Learn community, they are able just to fill out the housing application and let me know, and then I will give their name to housing and they'll be able to place them within our LLC. All incoming freshmen are required to live in the dorm. When you apply for your housing accommodations, your specialist will let you know if you qualify for a single room accommodation. We do have single room here at the university that they hold for students that specifically need a single room accommodation. After your freshman year, you are not required to live in the dorms. So we have several university-owned apartments that a lot of my students transition to live in, but there's also a lot of off-campus housing options as well. I am also here as an advocate and as a referral service, so I've helped a lot of my students find either outside housing or re-registering for housing within the dorms or university apartment. So I'm here to kind of service as that person to help them find those things and make those connections.
You also help coordinate with other departments at WVU as well, right?
So I'm able to help refer students to different services here on campus, from counseling at the Caruth Center to getting set up with them to any additional academic supports as well with student success. There's various tutoring centers here on campus under the different colleges. We have a writing studio at Eberly College, and then we also have a program called MindFit, and this is one-on-one academic coaching. We are going to be partnering with MindFit in the upcoming years to be able to provide a academic coach for our incoming freshman students. So we're super excited about that. Many of my students do the MindFit program and our program because they can get up to 8 hours of academic coaching a week. And it's a little different from tutoring in the aspect as their academic coach also work on executive functioning skills and organization and helping students to better understand the content and even how to approach the content. So they utilize different strategies for reading and how to best read for a lot of your courses. And sometimes they will do a schedule with you as far as like on this week, you're going to spend this time reading for each class and things like that. But yeah, you know, our job here at WASP is just to amplify our students' voices and help provide them with the supports they need on their collegiate journey to help them obtain their degree and to live their best life.
Any reflections you'd like to share after your first year as a program?
We've had such a successful first year. I am so incredibly proud of each and every one of my students for the hard work that they put in and how well they engaged with our program. Our program wouldn't be here today or what it is today without our students and their input. And so I'm just very grateful and honored that I get to work with all of them. We have one student who made the president's list this semester. We are super proud of him. He's entering his junior year, and this is the first time that he has gotten a 4.0 GPA. We also had a student that presented at the Underground Research Symposium here at West Virginia University on social isolation with adults. And we're just always in awe of our students and their accomplishments, and just very proud to know each and every one of them and get to work with them, and excited for all the future students who choose to be Mountaineers and get to experience this wonderful university and become a part of the WVU ASP family.
A big thanks to Stephanie Lytle and the WVU ASP. For more information, visit the URL below. And remember to subscribe to Inclusive Academia for more great content like this.